Hey folks, welcome back to Biscuits Total War. This is Biscuits giving you another Rome Total War free-for-all madness battle. Now, some battles are good, some battles are poor, some battles are absolutely amazing. This battle is going to be an absolute fucking fuckfest of troops. Honestly, I can't really stress this enough. I thought it was going to be nice and straightforward. I thought it would be dead easy, but you'll see there's some absolute turncoats in this battlefield who absolutely go gunning for me. So it's going to be quite interesting to see this. Also, you're going to see some manic depressive Armenians, which I've never seen before in Rome Total War. In all of the years I've been playing this game, you're going to see some really weird bugs going on. Second thing you'll see going on, you'll just see me trying to kick someone's ass, but maybe succeeding, maybe not succeeding. Who knows? Anyway, I'll quickly outline what I brought. Because I'm Biscuits, I'm from Britain, I brought the Britannia, I brought the Britons in other words. Really straightforward. 6 standard chariots, 4 chariot archers, and then I've gone for some head hurlers, and I've gone for some chosen swordsmen. Nothing really too important, nothing too extraordinary, it's fairly standardised Rome Total War. But what I'm aiming up, I'm going to try and go against the Julii, because the Julii I know will bring urban cohorts, and this is scored resolution, folks. Scored resolution means you get good quality kills. In other words, you're killing decent units, not a bunch of peasants, but you're killing urbans. You're going to get points. He's going to have urbans, I'm going to have chariots. Between the two of us, it should be quite a nice little battle. Now, over in the background, we've also got the Macedonians. The Macedonians, I'll quickly pause it for 2 seconds. They've been controlled by an old heaven member, a guy called Terminator, or people might know him as Aeimnestus, or Aeimnestus. And then we've also got a guy called Elite, or Elite even, who has his own YouTube channel. Again, I'll put a link in the description. He's brought the Germans, pretty brave move, because I'm pretty sure Macedon is going to be gunning for him pretty damn soon. And then we have the turncoats, the kind of chickens, the people who bring the unit that we all hate. Now, I'm not talking about elephants, I'm not talking about chariots, I'm talking about horse archers. And we've got FLANKME. Although he's hidden his entire army, it looks like he's only brought 1 unit, but don't be deceived, he's got way more than that. They're hidden away, because FLANKME is going to be an absolute pussy. He's going to bring horse archers. And talking about turncoats, talking about people you just can't trust, in the nicest way, we've got Piper from the COH clan, and he has brought Armenia. And what does Armenia mean? Armenia means horse archers and cataphracts. There's nothing much else you need to bring when you bring in Armenia. Infantry shit, the cav is good, so let's get this started. So, of course, my plan's going to be really straightforward. I'm going to run towards the Julii. I want to try and knock out the Julii as soon as possible. Maybe I can use some of these trees here to try and get a bit of cover. Maybe I can try and use my chariot to try and scare them. Maybe I out-skirmish them. Or maybe even trap them across this river, which is on the background. That's my plan. Fairly standard, decent plan. And I have a look here. The Macedonians, well, they're going to be running straight for the Germans. But look at this. Judas from the COH clan, aka Piper. He's been given us 13 bits of silver. And just look at this. These horse archers have got nothing better to do than just pick on the poor Britons. Now, Britons are good for shock. They're good for awe. They're not good against lots and lots of archers. And the damn Armenians know that. Look at them. They're coming here. They're getting into range. And then before you know it, they're going to start shooting me right up the arse. In the meantime, let's have a little zoom up here. Let's see what's going on. The Macedonians are getting ready to fight the Germans. The Germans are feeling happy because they've got the hill. But it doesn't really matter too much, because I'm pretty sure these pikes will be able to skewer all of these Romans, these Germans, as if they were some sort of shish kebab. Anyway, let's get back here. My chariots are now in close proximity to these guys. I'm thinking about trying to do a nice little charge. Maybe going to run down this hill, try and take out some of this Praetorian cav, get myself some good quality kills. But oh no, look, here they are, the damn Armenians. They're shooting my backs. My poor guys don't know what to do. All I know, I need to try and get out of there. So I'm going to run everything I've got, and let's try and get closer to these Romans. Let's try and take the battle to the Romans. In the meantime, let's zoom back up here, back up to the battlefield. It's kind of a bit of a standoff going on. I don't know why the Macedonians are kind of pussyfooting at the moment. They need to charge in and just destroy these Germans. And here we go, in they come. You're going to see a nice little phalanx charge. You can just see my guys in the background. I'm trying to keep them away from these bloody Armenians in the background, and I'm trying to make sure I can attack those Romans. But as you can see, if I quickly have a zoom, my guys have been shredded, because look, we've got archers to the front, archers to the back. My chariots are trying to run around the flank. It's not looking too tidy. In the meantime, let's zoom back up here. Macedonians have now crunched into a battle. The pikes are down. They need to take their guys off guard mode and just go and attack, but they're fighting against standard chosen axemen and standard axemen. They're going to be able to munch them to bits. Berserkers are being unleashed, but the Berserker's going to get a nice little cav charge here. Macedonian player should really lift up his pikes because he's killing his own guys. He's done that now. Berserkers are now routing. Berserkers are running back to sunny Germany. Macedonian cav is going to charge straight through them all. And over here, it looks like the Germans are now being absolutely buggered. The Germans are running away. Now, I've decided, I thought, well, I need to run my guys away from these Armenians, run them away from all of these archers, and try and get some of these free kills. But just look at this. In the meantime, you can see it's like Goldilocks leaving little trail of breadcrumbs, but instead of having breadcrumbs, you've got chosen swordsmen been absolutely obliterated. These poor guys, they're tired, they're winded, they're very unhappy. One might say that these guys are manically depressed at the moment. They just need to get out of there. Would you think that the Romans are going to cut them any slack? No, they're not. And will the Armenians cut them any slack? No, the Armenians don't give a shit. The Armenians just want to absolutely pepper my poor guys. So my head hurlers, they've got their heads tied around their waist like some funky kind of quirky belt, been absolutely obliterated by all of these archers. Anyway, let's run my guys back up here. Let's maybe try and get some cheeky little kills, because we know that I've lost a shitload of men over there because of those damn Julii and the damn Armenians. But is that they're going to cut me any slack? Nope, they're just still shooting me, still killing me. But the Germans are now being taken out. Germans are now being killed. My chariots are just running around here. Again, chariots are pretty hard to control. I compare them to a dodgy little trolley that you get in a supermarket. But my guys are going to try and kill a few of these units and try and get a few cheeky little kills. Maybe even try and kill some of these berserkers, because these berserkers are pretty damn expensive, and that's going to be a nice little kill. But unfortunately, they are routing, they are running away, so the points won't be that good as if they weren't routing. Anyway, Macedonian cab's got the same idea as myself. They're trying to chase down some of these Germans, trying to get a few of them before they run off the battlefield. In the meantime, I'm going to run my guys back over here, and I'll try and get them back into a nice little cohesive little group, as you could say. In the meantime, let's see what the Parthians are up to. Well, the Parthians ain't up to much. They're still hiding in the forest. They still don't want to come out to play. They're still kind of pussyfooting around actually getting into this battle. So FLANKME is going to start to attack at some stage, but the Armenians have really done a lot of damage with these damn horse archers. If memory serves me right, they've got 60 rounds of ammunition, that's 60 arrows. So I'm hoping they're going to be out of ammo relatively soon, but I'm pretty sure my guess is not going to be correct, because they're still bloody shooting my men. I'm going to try and run my infantry into this little forest here, because I thought I may be able to get a little bonus fighting in the woods, and then go with my chariot and maybe try and chop up this frickin' general. I think he's in the mix here, so I'm going to try and kill him with my chariot. He's going to run away, but the general's still in here, so maybe we can just chop him up. He's trying to run away. Let's try and kill him. Let's try and kill that guy, and he's dead. He's absolutely finished off. Let's try and finish off this other Praetorian cav. So in the meantime, the Julii ain't really going to be doing too much moving. They've pretty much lost all their cav, but they've got some nice infantry and some nice archers. Only thing I can really do is try and get my guys away from these frickin' archers, because they're just peppering my guys. Look, I thought it was bad enough having one horse archer in the mix, but now FLANKME's now brought in his Parthian horse archers. These guys have got really nice range because of the Persian cav, and they're going to be shooting the Praetorian cav, but they're also going to be shooting me. So there's no honour amongst thieves. They're just going to be blasting me. I thought maybe a fellow clanmate in the old ex-Heaven clan would maybe cut me some slack, but it's not going to happen. He's just going to shoot me point blank right into my poor chariot and kill me. So, you know, flank me if you're watching this. I hope Father Christmas doesn't come. I hope you get a lump of coal for shooting my chariots, you little bugger. Anyway, I thought, I sod this. Let's try and chase down these horse archers. So I'm going to get one of my chariots and run them down here. But of course, these guys are winded. My guys are tired. These guys can run faster than my chariot. And I'm just standing right in the centre of this bloody fuckfest of all of these archers just gunning me. So I've got these guys shooting me over here. These archers shooting over me. And where are the Armenians? Of course, the Armenians won't be far. Damn COH Piper, aka Judas, shooting me in the back. Where's the honour in this free-for-all? You know, it should be 1 versus 1. But no, they're gunning for me. They're shooting my poor little chariots down. I'm going to try and put my guys into loose formation and maybe catch these guys on the red border. And I think I've pretty much done that. So, die these Persian cav. I hope these guys rot in hell. I hope they don't come back as my guys just cut them down to bits with my chariots. In the meantime, let's go and have a look at these archers. Now, these archers are, let's have a little zoom in here. They're tired, but they're eager at the moment, but they're unhappy. Now, bear that in mind. For some reason, this trait of unhappiness due to exhaustion is quite weird because they haven't really done much. They've really moved from there to there. I'd call these guys pretty lazy bastards at the end of the day. They're just sitting in the woods, not really doing much, shooting these urbans and shooting these Praetorian cohorts. But for some reason, they're pretty sad and they're pretty upset. Now, I'm pretty sure that this upset, this kind of sadness, the depression, is going to rub off on these cataphracts. I don't know why. Maybe it's kind of insight that I have to this battle. But just bear that in mind for later on in the battle. So, all of these archers need to get out of there. They know they can't beat these infantry. These infantry have got massive shields. There's no way that they can shoot through them. So what will happen, the Macedonian player is now going to come into the action. Don't know what he's doing. He's trying to get his guys into a long formation. We've got the general unit of the Parthian. He's going to try and come down here. Maybe try and get a few little cheeky kills on these archers. Again, you've got some more cav units up here. But we haven't really seen the Parthian cataphracts in action yet. But talk of the devil, here they are. They're hiding in the background. And now they're going to come out the woods. Now they're going to come out for the battle. Now they're going to start the actual party. But in the meantime, let's have a little zoom in and see what's going on here. We've got the Macedonians are trying to push off these Parthians. Haven't been too successful. But what will happen in a moment, the Macedonians are going to get themselves into a nice little formation here. They've got the uphill. And now they're going to start shooting all of these Julii units. Now, just to let you know, the Julii units have been controlled by a guy called Chaos. Well, that's what I'm going to call him. He's going to make a bit of a blunder here. Now, this is a kind of common blunder that you often see in Rome Total War. He's going to bunch up all of his units and go and attack. And what that means, that Aeimnestus, or Heaven Terminator, can actually get his guys into a nice little formation. And look, he's going to try and envelop and surround these units here and do a perfect little surround. But a bit of a blunder what he's made here. He's chucked in his archers. You don't really want to get your archers in the mix there. And now he's going to chuck in his cav. So that would have been a textbook charge. And he's caused 1 Julii unit to rout, a second one to rout. And he's going to chuck in another unit here. So it looks like things are doing really, really well here. But I'm now going to chuck in my chariots because I thought I might be able to get a few cheeky little kills. But a combination of my chariots will then cause a panic in both armies. And I tried to rout the Julii units. But in fact, I managed to rout all of the Macedonian units. Which sounds great. I can rout the army. But I'm not going to get any points to rout. I need to try and cut down these guys. I need to try and kill them. But unfortunately, I've got all these freaking Julii units in the way. And unfortunately, I just can't get in there to do any damage. So, if I can't do the damage, in comes FLANKME, the turncoat. Is going to charge in with his cataphracts right into the mix here. As I said, there's no honour amongst thieves. He's going to charge straight in there, try and get a bunch of these kills from these Praetorian cohorts and these urbans. He's done a nice little move here, but watch out. Here we go. Here comes Judas. He's seen this. He's now going to get his cataphracts. He's got his general in the cataphracts. And I'm pretty sure he's seen this and he thought, right, sod this. I screwed Biscuits over. I've shot him to bits. Who else can I screw over? Let's maybe go for these cataphracts. So all of these Julii units chucking in their peeler. They're trying to kill these units. The cataphracts are now going to go for a counter charge. They're going to try and charge straight back into these units, maybe slice into the rear of these urban cohorts. And here we go, nice little charge here. Should be able to do quite a lot of damage. It wasn't a great little charge, to be honest. He's now jumped into his second attack, but look, if you can just quite see on the horizon, you can see some Armenian flags. And in a second, you're going to see the Armenians coming down the hill, raining down upon them as if their Gandalf was in control. Look, here they come. In comes the Armenian cataphracts. They're coming plundering down this hill, 100 miles per hour, or maybe not 100 miles per hour, but pretty damn fast, right into the sides of these poor cataphracts. And with a words of Spartan commander, bang, in comes the cataphracts, in comes those units, and they're going to start to cause a nice little rout on these cataphracts. Nice little surround here. These units are fresh. They're using their auto attack. The cataphracts also using the auto attack from the Parthians, but that's it. They're died. They're dead. They're finished. Parthians now been finished. The only thing that's left really is now the Armenians versus the these damn Julii. So they're going to be shooting them. But in the background, fear not, folks. Although my army has been pretty much obliterated by all of the arrow fire, I'm like a spider in the background, just trying to wrap up some free kills, kill a few little flies here that have fallen right into my web of dead or tired, what should I call these, exhausted chariots. So I'm trying to do a little bit of damage here, trying to kill some guys. I'm going to try and kill this last Macedonian unit here, because Macedonian unit has got the general in. So you can see that general here is trying to get back to Macedonia, but my chariot has got other plans for him. I'm going to cut him down, cut him in half, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, he's dead. Enemy warlord is dead, slain. I'm going to get these chariots here and just try and mop up a few of these Romans, because these Romans are Praetorian cohort or the urbans, and they should be quite expensive. Some nice quality kills for me. In the meantime, what's going to happen over here? The Armenians are now going to try and go for these cataphracts up here. Cataphracts can't really run out the way because they're tired. They're distraught over the amount of enemy units. These guys are winded, so they should be able to chase them down. But both myself and the Macedonian player have got the same idea. All we're trying to do is get some free kills, trying to chop up a few units as and when we can. But my guys are tired, so I'm not going to be able to defeat all of these Macedonian cav. In comes the Macedonian cav and finishes them off. I've only got, what, one chariot unit left. Maybe I've got some head hurlers over here, but that's pretty much it. And you can see my guys are trying to chase down these units here. They're trying to run, they're trying to get away from me. But look, you can see they run into the deep water, and instead of trying to fight my guys, they decide to drown themselves. As you can see, there we go, they just kill themselves in the water. Now, in comes the chariots. I'm going to try and kill these units before they get into the water. And in the meantime, we can see the Armenian force, although it's taken a few casualties, really hasn't been much at all. They should be able to clean up the rest of the reminiscence of the army. My guys are going to run them into the water, but not too deep. I don't want my guys to start to get any depressive thoughts and start to drown themselves. But you can see the chariots are pretty damn hard to control. I'm going to try and pull them out. They just literally got their head above the water at the moment. If they go any deeper, they will go and drown. And if there were any other infantry units, they would have drowned already. But because they're on top of a chariot, they're able to survive just slightly here. So I'm going to run my guys back onto the dry ground after getting a bit of fresh water for my horses, and try and mop up some units as and when I can. Now, all of these archers, they're shooting, they're raining fire upon these last few Armenian horse archers. These horse archers are out of ammunition now, thank God for that. But they've got 3 units left. Oh, 3 horses left anyway. These guys are going to try and heroically charge one last time into these Armenian archers. And you can see they're charging in. They've got the hill advantage, but just look at all of these Armenians. Their little hats. They're not going to be able to kill all of these guys. A few of the Armenians have died. But that's it. It's GG to Armenia. They wiped out the Parthians. Other Parthian unit has now been finished by this little Armenian unit here. And I'm pretty sure it's just myself and the Macedonians versus really this big horde of Armenians. And the Armenians have got these little skirmishers. I don't know what we're going to try and do at the moment. They're getting ready to throw some javelins at nothing because there's nothing there. they're going to run their guys back over here. Now, in the meantime here, I was just trying to finish off this last little army of these Macedonians. It wasn't really going to be any work for me because unfortunately my guys were shattered. My guys are tired, but hopefully my general will escape the battlefield and run back to Britain. Maybe go back to his wench, back in his hamlet, wherever he may live. And it's just left this one Macedonian unit left against all of these Armenians. So at this stage, what's going to happen? The Macedonian player is going to throw in the towel, or I think the Parthian player threw in the towel. I'm going to throw in the towel, well, I've already thrown in the towel because my army has been defeated. This Macedonian army is going to try and, I don't know what they're going to try and do, to be honest. They might go for one little heroic last charge. I'm going to put triple speed on here. But now they're throwing in the towel. Because it's scored resolution, all of the enemy need to actually run off the battlefield before the battle's finished. Now, for some reason, which is unknown to myself, maybe COH Piper was feeling really upset because he two-timed me or triple-timed me with his chariot, his horse archers. Maybe he's feeling upset. Maybe he thought, oh dear, what have I done? I've let poor Biscuits down. But for some reason, he's also decided to admit defeat. So everybody's admitted defeat. And it really is just a case of triple speeding it whilst you watch all of the battle, watch all of the units just run off the battlefield. Now, I did mention earlier on that the archers had that really bizarre trait of being upset, being a bit tired. And I think that has really passed on to everybody else. Everybody else is tired, everybody's exhausted, everybody's unhappy. And because of that, I think the Armenians have thought, well, we're going to do a noble, heroic death. Instead of getting back to Armenia, what we'll do, we'll run our men back into this glorious water here, maybe freshen up, maybe try and get a bit of extra water for our horses. But at the same time, life is tough, life is hard. Let's just go and end it now. Let's just run our units into the river and hopefully we can die a glorious death and just drown ourselves down this river. So look, there's a few units, units have decided to drown themselves. More of these units are now coming into the river. They're thinking, right, that's it. Let's just finish it now. Let's kill ourselves. There's no point carrying on. Let's do the noble Armenian thing and just drown ourselves in this water. So in comes the cataphracts. In comes the illustrious killing force of the Armenian force here. Here they come into the water. It's getting a bit too deep for these folks, but they're thinking, sod it, let's just go for it. Let's end it. There we go. All of these Armenians just drowning themselves because they just thought, you know, they've been really sad. They shouldn't have really killed me at the end of the day. They should have decided to leave me alone to fight the Julii. And because of that, they've gone and committed mass genocide, mass suicide. You can see these cataphract horses at the bottom and their riders are just slowly going down the river, floating down the river, little bodies spinning around. So GG to all my opponents. I hope you guys enjoy that. Again, it really was an absolute traditional free-for-all. Well, I say traditional free-for-all. It was anything but traditional. Everyone is fighting everybody. It's entertaining, interesting. And yes, unfortunately, I wasn't able to win that. But if you look at the kill counts, I got 845. Turncoat COH Piper, 865 kills. So that's not bad, you know, considering he had a lot more units than me. I pretty much got the level kills. I got more kills than FLANKME, got 781 kills. Certainly got more kills than the Elite, 85 kills. And Chaos, 868 kills. But the main person at the end of the day who got in the most amount of kills goes to Heaven Terminator with 1,563 kills. He came first. Julii Chaos came second. Turncoat COH Piper with his 13 bits of silver came third. I came in an illustrious fourth. FLANKME fifth, and Elite sadly sixth. Anyway folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoyed the replay. I'm going to leave a little link to both Elite's channel, both COH's channel or Piper's channel. If you do get a few moments, go check it out. They are quite interesting, their channels. Lots of Rome Total War, certainly on Piper's channel. In the meantime, I'd like to thank you again for your time for watching the video. Show your support by liking and leaving a little comment. If you haven't already watched out some of my other Rome Total War videos, please do. The channel is inundated with Rome Total War goodness. tips, trips, whatever you want to call it. Go and check it out. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys soon for the next video. Cheers and bye now.